Obviously pleased to win, obviously pleased to rotate players, give people some minutes. Thought we were relatively comfortable, particularly in the first half. You've got to give the opposition credit. I think they'd only lost 1 in 6, and that was to Barton, and it was all long ball, and we tried to play football. We weren't at our best, but we'd scored, we'd hit the post, and I don't think Zaki's really had a shot on target to deal with. However, unfortunately, the second half really turned into the referee show, didn't it? To breach our defence, I think we had been over 6 hours without conceding a goal, and it's a wonderful strike to equalise for them, but I was very disappointed how it happened. We didn't get to second balls. It's understandable, players are well aware of what's coming in 10, 11 days, but that wasn't good enough. Obviously we went straight back up the other end and scored again, and we should have finished the game off comfortably. Young Jordan's come on and done quite well. He's made a rash challenge. It's a stonewall yellow. It's an outrageous red. His feet are right along the floor, and I've got to give the opposition credit. They immediately apologised. It wasn't a red card, and to be fair, their number 3's done a lot worse and coming after us and probably should have been red carded. But the referee completely lost control. His decisions were awful. And then, of course, we're in the 7th, 8th minute of stoppage time. He said 5, and they're just throwing men forward, and he gives them an absolutely shocking penalty. I mean, it's ridiculous. But then Zaki pulls off a great save. Perhaps all the penalties that we're practising and training at the moment stood us in good stead. And we should have broken away and finished it on a number of occasions. So it was a par performance. I think it was an entertaining game for the fans, mainly due to the referee. But we won again. I thought my back four was superb. I know John got man of the match, but I thought my whole back four, plus obviously my goalkeeper, was superb. I don't think they've had many chances, and we should have finished the game, but we were quite average. We tried to pass the ball, didn't do it particularly well, but we had our moments where we had some good things. But don't give the opposition, or certainly give the opposition, a lot of credit, as much as they're playing some pretty Route 1 horrible football, and they're fighting for their lives, and they did a really good job of it, and they've been in good form, and we had to battle hard, and it's another lesson as we build towards the semi-final of the playoffs.
It wasn't quite another clean sheet for Zaki. Pulled off an outstanding save in the last minute to keep it there to win the game for us. You must be pleased for him.
Yeah, no, isn't that the only save I think he's had to make in the game? I mean, they've had a few off target. They had a volley in the first half, and they're all set pieces, and we've hit the post and we've got into some great areas, and we should have finished them off on the counter-attack many times when they're throwing 6, 7 big bodies forward with long throws and just pumping everything into channels. We're delighted with Zaki. Ultimately I'm disappointed to concede any goal, and it was the build-up to the goal that I was disappointed with, but it was a great strike to beat him. But Zaki's come in and fitted in very well, and I'm delighted for him, and we deserve to win the game. Ultimately, it should never got to that. I mean, the referee, I'm afraid, just completely lost it. I mean, there were decisions he was making. Their goalkeeper's palming it into behind the goal, and he's giving them goal kicks and things. I mean, it was just terrible. But these are the type of things that could happen in the playoffs. We hope not. We're trying to prepare every different angle. We've done a lot of work twice this week, and it all builds to that. So, sadly, we've lost young Jordan for the playoffs, the semi-final and the final, and I'm really gutted for the lad. It was a poor challenge, but it was never a red. His feet were on the floor, but it was a poor challenge. So that's one down. So, we've said to the players we're going to make a number of changes for Monday. We've said to them we're trying to give everyone minutes we can. And the players knew that before the start of today. Trying to keep everybody fit and sharp. And as I said, there were some very average performances from us today. And we know Ashford are very hit and miss. So, we need to go again on Monday, because we've still got another 2 league games to go.
You mentioned Ashford looking to do the double over them. We beat them here 2-1 at the start of the year. What we thought was heading into that game.
We didn't play well against Ashford at home, and I think their position in the league table sums it up. They're quite hit and miss. They thumped Kempston after we played them last week, 3-1, and Kempston's goal was right at the end, an own goal. So they can be very good, and I think it's fair to say when you're sitting mid-table they can have their off days. It's a big day for them. It's about us. It's difficult to keep them motivated. We're doing it. We're on a great run. As I said, we're really gutted we've conceded a goal, and that tells you how far we've come. However, it is trying to keep everybody fit and in form. It's not easy. And we'll go there and we'll try and be positive and win the game. It's a big day for them. We know we've got a coach for the fans going. It's bank holiday. The pitch will be dry again. But, we're on a great run and we want to keep winning. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It all comes towards 10, 11 days' time. But we just want to keep the momentum going whilst keeping everybody fit. We didn't risk CJ today. 2 games in 48 hours is not right for CJ. Same with Dennis, he's coming back from his foot. Same with Donnelly. We made substitutions possibly earlier than I would have done in a normal game, but we're still in the same sort of shape. We're still winning games. There's loads of positivity. We've won today. You see how much it means to us, because Zaki pulls out a save that wins us all 3 points, which we deserved. And to be blunt, would have been a travesty if we hadn't got. You see the reaction of the Farnborough players around him and the crowd to making sure we got 3 points, and that's a really good sign, because these things can happen in playoffs. Bad decisions, bad performances. So all of this, I hope, is getting us in good preparation for the upcoming playoffs.
Well done today, Spencer.
Thanks a lot, Dom. Cheers.